All right, Rob and Jess here with the men of the hour. Here they are, that they had seven first place finishes on a incredible victory on the Amazing Race. The winners of season 38, it's Jag and Jas.
What's up? How we
How's it
doing?
going?
Thank you
How
for
are you
having us.
guys doing?
Oh, I mean,
We're
we're on,
over the moon.
yeah, we're on
Yeah.
top of the world. This is awesome for us.
First off, how much do you tip that cab driver, your
We
third
literally
partner?
everything we had.
I think like 900
I think
or
it was
more.
like
Every
$700 US plus all of
all
our
of our
euros,
euros.
everything else that we had
And we told
from
them, hey,
every leg
convert
of
it.
the race
Yeah.
that we had
Did
kept.
you
And
keep in touch with him? Did he come to the party last night?
he wasn't at the party
He
last
couldn't make
night.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah. He
What?
was
What else did he have to do?
He's probably driving.
who knows?
Yeah. All right.
Out
Enough
of
about that
town.
guy. Enough about that guy. No, incredible job. Really. This was at times, it just seemed like that there was nothing they could throw at you that would have thrown you for. Was there ever a time when you two had any doubt about how things were going?
The- I mean the whole race, right? Like we were never overconfident in ourselves. Like even from getting from one place to the next, it's incredibly difficult. You have to be like
Mhm.
on your A game with navigating there because you might get lost and you might get eliminated if you get lost and like every single challenge. And so we were taking it one step at a time and just
One leg at a time.
yeah.
Yeah, one slip up could cost you the whole race,
Sure.
right? And we saw that with a lot of teams, and we've seen that in previous seasons as well, right? And so we were never at any point, even like, there's a moment where it's like Tucker and Eric get lost, and everyone's like, all right, Jag and Jazz are gonna run away with it. For us, yes, we were very excited, but also we're like, if Tucker and Eric can get out at any point, we can also get out at any point. Let's just like keep running the race that we have. And like previous seasons, we've seen a team that you think is going to win and they've been dominating. It's one slip up,
Yeah.
right? And they're out, they're eliminated. So we were never like, we were just like, all right, let's just keep doing what we're doing.
Yeah, you never want to get overconfident, but it just seemed to me like you guys always knew what you were doing. Did you do anything specific to prepare to go on the Amazing Race? Like, how much did you know about the show before you went on?
So we actually watched The Amazing Race when we were younger, like as kids with our family and stuff. And so that's why it was so awesome for us to go on the race. Like that, it was surreal. And in terms of preparation,
We
like
did everything.
obviously
We did
at
everything.
the moment I got the call,
Yeah.
like we deleted Google Maps off our phones.
Yeah.
We bought maps. We started using that. We started training in every way possible. And so we wanted to be as over prepared, if it's possible to be over prepared like as we could. And so yeah, we went in with that focus, and our main thing was just it's a team show, right?
Yeah.
So at no point did we want like our communication to falter or our team chemistry to falter. Like we wanted to like keep that at our forefront of everything and stay positive. And so I think that helped us a lot.
Jack, this is really incredible because now I mean, I'm sort of racking my brain, but you have now two titles on two of the CBS trifecta here, which I don't believe that anybody, just tell me if I'm going to get killed in the comments if I'm wrong on this. Nobody else has this. And are you considering a run on Survivor?
I think it would be only right to do so. I would love to do Survivor next. I mean, I feel like that's the natural progression of things. Like I did, we were just talking about this too. Like I went on Big Brother and I did way better than I thought I could have done or dreamed of doing.
Hmm.
Um, we went on The Amazing Race and it was so much better than we thought we could have done. And so like I would love to do Survivor. And it's important for us to like when we walk into these shows or into these spaces, we're the first to represent our community, right?
Yeah.
There hasn't been Sikh, Punjabi people on these shows before. And so that's a really important part of our journey as well.
I think your community could not ask for better representatives at this point.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That means a lot.
Thank you.
The two of you seem like you are so close in real life as well as on the race. Did you learn anything new about each other while you were out there?
I mean, I think if anything, it's just strengthened
Yes.
our like friendship and brotherhood and everything that we had already. We've always been close throughout our lives, and I think people can see that already. And I think the show shows that as well. Like even in stressful situations, it's so easy to like get upset at your partner or something. And like one thing that we it was a salient point that we talked about. It's like, look, at no point am I gonna intentionally try to sabotage our team.
Yeah.
Or you will,
Yeah.
right? And so there's no point in us ever being upset at the other person. Like it's okay. Like we're gonna make mistakes. And in fact, we would get excited when we would make mistakes because then we would talk about it afterwards and we're like, the fact that we're making mistakes is good because that means we can get better.
We're learning early
Yeah.
on.
The
Right?
fact
And
that we can
trying
get
to
better
fix
is
it.
exciting
Yeah.
to us. And so I think we just had that mindset and it was just awesome to have.
Something that I thought that was interesting about your strategy, and I'm not sure how intentional this was, but it seemed like that you two had an idea about being very quick to get your thing checked. And then maybe that speaks to that same idea of, okay, well, if we know what we're doing wrong, then we can fix it. Was that something that was intentional?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, especially with like the dance challenges that you see, right? It's like on previous seasons, people will go out there and they practice in the studio. They go out there, the rhythm's off, you just don't know how to catch it, whatever it is, right? We're not professional dancers. We're not Hannah and Simone out here, right?
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
like for us,
It was literally like if we get the dance correct while we're rehearsing it in a practice room, that's the worst possible thing to happen. We
We
want
don't
to get
get
it
out of
right
check.
on stage.
Yeah.
That's where we want to get it right. It does not benefit us at all to get it right beforehand. So that's why we're like, let's run it back over and over and over until we get it right.
we use it
Sick.
as like like our practice.
Like, why not
was doing
practice?
that? Yeah.
Like for when we're getting a check.
Yeah, and if you're out in front, you got as many times as you need to do that anyway, right?
Exactly.
So did the two of you, you're not professional dancers, did you take any dance lessons or learn any choreography before you went out there?
Yeah, I mean, we did everything to prepare.
Yeah.
We learned
every little thing we could do, we did. Right. And it was like if we thought of a new idea, we would do that. He would be putting away dishes and I would yell roadblock at him to see how quickly he could beat him, put him away. Right. Like we were doing things
accurate. Precise.
Yeah.
Where are they going? Is the
When
right
we were
place?
building like furniture too at one point, I was in another room yelling the directions to him while he was putting it together. Right. So it was like this thing where we would just make like mundane
Without using my hands, blind taking.
You know, so we would do every little thing and we would turn it into like, okay, how can we make this practice? You know, how can we make it intentional communication, right? Because it isn't just the task itself, it's how do we work together, right? Like if we get frustrated, how do we move past that too?
Yeah. So in the final leg last night, we watched where you two did hit a little bit of a snag, no pun intended, on the fabric getting caught in the wheel. And that seemed like that could have been something that really held you back. How did you keep your composure to fix that?
I mean, okay, so the fabric gets caught. Obviously, this is the finale. So this is the one leg where we want everything to go as smooth as possible.
Yeah.
It's the most important leg. I think we were like tugging at it, trying to get it out, and then he had the genius idea of like, why don't we just roll the wheel the other way and get it And we're like, that's genius. We did that, and then we were.
It took us like we lost maybe 1 minute.
1 or 2 minutes,
right?
I think that episode is like
1 minute feels like an hour on the race.
Oh yeah.
Right? Any time lost, you're like, holy
especially because we
cow.
had seen Kylan and Taylor walk into the like fabric
as we were leaving.
So we're like, okay, they're gonna be, however 10 minutes behind us, 15, whatever
it might be. Yeah.
So we want to maintain as much of a lead as possible. But yeah, we were able to get through that pretty quickly, luckily.
So I want to rewind to the one other time we saw the two of you struggle with literally anything on the race. And this was with not being able to reverse your car. Can you explain what was going on with that?
Okay, so we actually drive semi trucks. We know how to drive semi.
Yeah, they showed it in the episode, and then we looked like dumbasses afterwards.
It was so funny. But the semi trucks we drive, you just move the lever to reverse and you can reverse. This, you had to push it
Uh,
in, and I had no idea. I'm not the high tech kind of guy where you push it in and put it into reverse, and so I could not figure it out for the life
Yeah,
of
the way we learned clutch is like if it's not smooth, then you're doing something wrong. And so we weren't like applying pressure, or you wasn't applying pressure to push it down. But it didn't matter to us. 'Cause to us, it was like, okay, cool. If we can get out and just push the car, we're good to go, right?
So we
It's not
started backing up into parking spots
we lit
by him
after that.
getting
They
out.
show it briefly, but like we find a parking spot. I get out and I push the car into the parking spot, and then after that, yeah, we're just good to drive out. So, like any little challenge that we face, we didn't let it get to us. We wanted to just keep making forward progress.
How hard was it to dig up the Cookie Monster photo after your encounter with the real Cookie Monster?
It's my screensaver, so it was right there. We had it ready to
He's
go.
like, oh yeah, shit. It's his business card.
Yeah, it's a Cookie Monster
Yeah.
business card.
Yeah, that was a great moment of the reaction of all the teams meeting Cookie Monster.
It was awesome. We had no idea actually
Yes.
because to us it's just like go to this location for and grab a special package. So we
Mhm.
package and then go to this other location to deliver it. And we did not know what it was until we walk into Sesame Street and we're like, holy
Into the
shit.
studio, and we're like,
Yeah.
what is going on? And then Cookie Monster pops up, and we're like, oh my
It's
gosh.
a
Like,
cookie. Yeah, that's
yeah,
what we're like, it clicks for
we're
us.
fangirling, right?
Yeah.
Like we're like, oh my God, the Cookie Monster. Like we watched you growing up, you know?
That felt like we like almost stepped away from the Amazing Race for a second and we could just be kids again, you
Mhm.
know?
You didn't actually say "holy shit" to Cookie Monster, did you? Though.
But I don't know.
Far
We might
worse.
have.
I think
Oscar would like that. He likes that potty
Yeah.
mouth.
No, I don't think we did.
Um, you had this rivalry with Eric and Tucker during the much of the race. What was the feeling that you mentioned that you saw that what happened to them could happen to anybody, but was there any sort of like a thought where like, oh my God, like they're out now. It's it's ours if we don't stumble.
I mean, it was like the initial reaction. You see all the teams cheering, right? Like the initial reaction when we find out, we are so excited, right? And then that's when we're like, okay, we need to bring ourselves back down and be like, all right. And you've seen this on previous races, and I've said that. Like,
Yeah.
we're like, okay, let's just continue running our race, right? Like, let's not get
Mhm.
overconfident. So that was really like, yes, we were very excited and happy because we're like, okay, this does increase our chances, but we can also still mess it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. And like to us, it was also like all the teams were super stoked that Tucker and Eric were out. They would have cheered the same way if we were out.
Sure.
So we're like, they want the worst for both of our teams, right? And so, which is testament to how well us and Tucker and Eric had done up until that point. And so, yeah, we knew we just had to stay focused.
Were there any other moments that you wish we would have seen that were in the race?
More of the U-turn drama.
Yeah.
Oh,
in
what
Greece.
what can you tell us?
Uh, it was just a lot more. Like I wish it was a full episode. I wish it was live feeds of what happened there.
There
I was
was
like,
there was a lot of back and forth with us and
And-
Taylor and Kylan,
Yeah.
right? Of us explaining what we had heard and all this other
Oh,
stuff.
they didn't even show any.
Yes.
So in Romania, we're sleeping in these metal bunkers.
Shipping
that
containers.
Oh yeah, these shipping containers that are super thin, and we're sleeping in one, and Taylor and Kylan are in the other one, and you can.
Uh-oh.
And so
You can
we're like,
thin wall.
You can hear what?
we can hear them
You can hear them talking.
anything
okay?
you would like to.
Well, I want to know what you heard, not what I would
Yeah,
like to
Robert.
hear.
You can hear everything, so you can overhear conversations,
Yes.
and we overhear Taylor talking shit about us.
So they basically said like Jag and Jas, Tucker and Eric, Joseph and Adam, we need to U-turn them, right? That's the piece that we heard and we were like, holy cow, this confirms what Eric had said, right? And
Yes.
that immediately we were like, oh, they might be taking shots at us, right? But so we've talked about this after they were having a larger conversation about the inequity of the race, right? And how like the male teams are dominating, but we weren't invited in that conversation. We heard that snippet of it and we made decisions based off of it.
So there was a big argument
Yes.
at the social U-turn, like in Greece, where we're saying like, look, this is what we heard.
Yeah.
Like it is what it is. We U-turned you because we heard our names in the same sentence as U-turn. Boom. That's enough proof, you know, and plus it fact checks with what Eric was telling us. So done. Like you're out of here. And so there was a lot of back and forth between us.
And listen, it makes sense that look at how well you two did. Anybody who's playing the game needs to U-turn you guys.
Yeah, like we agree. Like,
and they still can't stop you.
U-turn us.
Yeah, even afterwards, we're like, look,
you came in first place on the U-turn leg.
Yeah,
it's never happened.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I don't know what they could throw at you to stop you. Yeah. All right. I know you got to run, and I know you hate to be late to anything. So you guys gotta be there first. All right. So thank you so much, and all the best outside Amazing Race. Okay.
Thank you for having us.
All right. Congratulations, guys. Bye.
Thank you.
This is RHAP. We know reality TV.